Okay, I am back now. Let me just... Alright. They actually gave us some maintenance compensation. Which they well... Actually, I don't remember if they've done that before, but... Fate Grand Order does that. I mean, granted, I already have Navia now, but... Well... Well, whoever I might want to save up for next time... Well, hey, at least I have that now. Like, who knows, maybe they might try to run Novelette in the future again. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I haven't even done my commissions yet. Well... you know what. Just to finish this off. I actually don't remember which one of these I did before. Well, let's hope Nighty will treat me right. Okay, it was the 90 that I was doing.
There is no escape! Let me scribe. Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Okay, you're still alive.
I see everything.
Well,
Shine down.
I don't know.
Torn to oblivion.
I probably could have just stayed like
Decided by
that.
destiny. Shadows of fate. Grow, grow, grow. The temple of wisdom. Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Oh my... Stop getting away from me. I hate when they just start kind of drifting away from me like that.
Illusion shattered.
There. So yeah, I guess I'll just use up the last of my resin here. And get this. Well, you know, I actually unplugged my iPod after I had it charged for a bit, so that way I could charge my actual phone, and it went from having like 70-something battery to like 20%. So, yeah, I honestly just think the battery might just be crap now. Whoever had it before, maybe it's kind of on them, sort of.
Delve into destiny. Illusion shattered. I must leave no stone unturned.
And this slime here is always a pain just because of the ice shell. Noelle is pretty much the only one who can break it. Who I have my repertoire here. Oh, you're still alive.
Shine down. Written in the stars. There is no escape. Let's play pretty little.
Oops, well.
Sharing my knowledge. Now you shall perish. I see everything. Shadows of fate. Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Good. Just go towards the mirror and don't go too far now, you hear me? The closer you are together, the better.
Illusion shattered.
Okay, that should leave 2 more attempts, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting all this stuff, and I'm like, no, I want the other stuff. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be here pretty often. On the plus side, at least, if I come in here with these 4, it seems that I stand a good enough chance of just going through this at level 90 without too much of a hassle.
Delve into destiny. I see everything. Illusion shattered. Let me scribe. Written in the stars. Shadows.
Let me.
There is no escape.
Jeez, I swear. When it doesn't let me swap out anybody, that really throws off my rhythm.
Everyone hold hands. I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
So I'm here like, I'm trying to switch over to Raiden, but it's like, nope, you're still on Mona, and I'm like, no, that's not what I want. I don't know.
Someone needs...
Okay, you're dead.
Down. Delve into destiny.
Let me just get over there. And I think this next attempt should be the last one. Energy recharge. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna have to look at the guide again, but I can't remember if it mentioned that I should have somebody with energy. Or
decided by destiny.
If it should, if any of these should have energy recharge on it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Illusion shattered.
Oh right, and I have to go get her new weapon once we're done here.
Delve into destiny. There is no escape. Ha! Ha! Grow. Yeah.
Okay, well at least that worked.
Everyone help in! The Temple of Wisdom! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Fate is upon you! Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Hey there, Creeper. You missed me getting Navia, although everybody pretty much did. When I was streaming earlier, there was pretty much nobody watching. Right now, I'm trying to get artifacts for Navia. Instead, I'm getting a bunch of artifacts that seem to be more fitting for Rina. Oh. Okay, I guess Ice knew that this is this second stream that I'm doing today. Yeah, the first stream was just because I wanted to get Navia out of the way. Defense. Well, even if I wanted to go more, that's all my resin for today. Oh wait, what am I doing? Let's go see Estelle. Yeah, it seems like this combo... Do you need help with anything? You kind of are, not gonna lie. You saw the VOD? Okay. Yeah, because I just used all my resin and, well... Unless you want to help me try to find the other stuff for Navia, then yeah, pretty much. And since I'm just a poor man, this is the only sword that I can get for Navia. Well, at least one of the best one. Okay, yeah, well, first, let me just get some of this stuff on her. Okay. Luckily, I only used about 40 of my wishes, and oh, that's new. I really like some of the HUD improvements here. And yeah, this is the only artifact I can use for her. Wow, they've really updated it. There's her sunglasses. Okay, well, I mean, I got time. I'm just leveling her up. What the... Is Venti trying to do the thing that he did to Mona? Select... What do you... I'm selecting... Okay, you know what, whatever. Alright... Ha! So it looks like me collecting those things did actually matter in the end.
This feeling, it's like a lemon cheesecake.
Nava, what are you doing? She's there like, I'm flying, Jack! Yeah, like, what, you think you're on the set of Titanic that Leonardo DiCaprio's gonna be holding you like, I'm king of the world? Although, this reminds me of one time when, I don't remember what we were talking about, but we were in a group chat, right, with, well, I was in a group chat with the people in my geology class. I forget what it was, but I think I mentioned the Titanic, and this one girl who, at least in my opinion, was probably like one of the 3 most attractive girls in our class, mentioned something about how she wanted Jack to paint her. So, like, okay, well, you want to give me that image. Like I tell you, though. There we go. Oh, I can ascend her again. Let's see. Ice, wind, sweet. Wait, what is that? Oh, wait, is it? Okay, it's from them too. Huh. Interesting. Icewind Sweet. Okay, the Copolis. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to be fighting that boss quite a bit as well. Oh, no. Let me ascend her.
As the cream melts on the tip of my tongue, all my stress fades away.
There she is with her sunglasses again. Let's see, what happens if I do auto-add? That's handy. Yeah, that is definitely handy.
Oh.
Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to fight the dancing robot couple a few times. I'm gonna have to get more of these. I got a whole bunch of them last night from doing the Oculus hunting. But, okay, well, I guess that's not so bad. Granted, I mean, I can't use her for anything right now. She'll get seriously owned and steamrolled. And I'm not going to say anything about certain people wanting to her, but you know what I mean. She's set up at least, but I can't do a lot with her. Okay, were you waiting for me to finish up with this? I'm sorry if you were. You're lucky I didn't start going on some kind of tangent about, oh, so you got her too. You're lucky I didn't start going on some kind of tangent about the loveliness of her eyes, or how classy she is, or whatever. Because then you probably would have been there all day. Well, assuming you were just waiting for me to finish trying to level her up. But, alright, so then she needs those weird water-looking thingies. And then we'd have to fight the dancing couple. Which, well, how much? Okay, I have 5 fragile resins, so it's an option. If we did decide to do that, and oh. Seriously, she's doing like the Titanic thing. Did you get those water? Yes, I got them last night. Oh, that's true. Damn. Yes, the dog did return.
I really want to go traveling.
Oops, sorry, Navia, I interrupted you. See, the dog's right here.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do whatever the hell I was doing before to scare the dog away again. Even though the dog is possessed by Satan, it's still a dog.
Do we have anyone doing
And I don't want to be mean
maintenance
to a
on
dog.
this, statue?
I don't know, British lady. Do you want me to bring you some tea and crumpets while I'm at it? Yeah, shit. That's gonna be a problem. I know. Because I found a whole bunch of last night when I was hunting for some of the oculi. And now I don't know where you went to. Oh, did you go over to where I was? Okay, no, you went over to the Lucine's fountain. Yeah. We could go fight the Cobalus if you want as well, but, well, let's see what you decide. Yeah, because, I mean, I didn't get all of them. I was just going around in a certain little area for the oculi. So there's probably some that I did not even get. But, yeah. I mean, we could just go ahead and fight the robot couple. Especially since I'm probably gonna need a reminder of which one I need to fight for her.
The more data samples, the better.
Okay, so... Yeah, because I haven't actually fought this boss since, like, maybe about a month or so since you first introduced me to it, so... That's gonna be fun. Let me see here. Try Nemesis of Copolis. Oh, wait, well... who do I have? I have Mona and... Nahida.
I see everything. Delved into destiny.
This might work, hopefully.
Decided my destiny.
Mona is one of my better Hydro units. Even though that man said, or that one guy in that video said that she's like out of date. To which I say, screw you, man. I love Mona. I will never betray her. But I do have trouble finding time to use her sometimes, I will admit. Oh, do you have to leave now?
I see everything.
Alright, take care, bye.
Out of my way. Sorry.
Oh. Okay, she died. That's no good.
Leave my space. Delved into destiny.
Okay, there we go. Let's see... I guess I'll just... I don't know how long you want to keep going for, so we'll just kind of go through as, you know, we'll just kind of play it by ear, I guess. Oops, sorry, Mona, I interrupted you. But yeah, screw you, guy who said that Mona is not relevant anymore. He's the same guy who questioned that if Noelle was worth investing into, and well, have you seen my Noelle? Oh, what the hell? Why did Cookie go underground? Okay, and then she just rose.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
Let me see. I think I can actually ascend her now. Yes, I can. Okay, and if I do that... get her to level 60. And... okay, so then I won't be able to ascend her again. We would still need more of these dewdrops. And then fight Copolis probably 2-3 more times. I don't know, depending on the luck.
Around them.
People say a lot of older card. Yeah, you see. And I don't know, I guess maybe it kind of strikes a chord with me because, I mean, by now I'm sure all of you pretty much know that I have it pretty bad for Mona. And you also pretty much know that Noelle is one of my favorite characters to use, and she has been like she's pretty much been permanently part of my team for like 90% of my streams. So I don't know, I guess maybe that's why it also kind of strikes a chord with me. Because I mean, well, it's, well, I don't want to say it's a deterrent for telling people like, hey, yeah, don't bother with these characters anymore, they're trash, but it almost kind of feels that way. Like, I mean, like I said, I mean,
Fate
you
is
saw
called as such, for it cannot
you saw
be
Mona
changed,
kind of holding her
nor
own
can it
out
be
there
reversed.
with
It can
Nahida's
only but
help.
be accepted.
And by now, a lot of longtime viewers have seen like the work that Noelle can do, and yeah, I can only imagine. Unfortunately, my Diluc isn't like built all that great, so I can't really argue either way. But I mean, I could still see that he could be useful in certain situations, so long as you build him good enough. Like when I was going into that domain for all those artifacts for Navia, I pretty much went in there with Mona for the, you know, for the mirror to distract some of the enemies,
Divination
just
is
to kind
about
of crowd
precisely
control
foretelling
them.
one's written destiny, over-embellishing that fate
And her
only
attack
leads
stat
to
is, I
misconception.
think, slightly higher than my Kokomi and Nilou. Let's see, more characters and stuff coming out with new team comps. They are gonna make characters that outshine characters like Diluc and Mona, but who cares unless you're meta? Yeah. And since I don't really care about that, like, yeah, I guess I'm free to keep using Mona, Noelle, whoever, as much as I want to. I mean, Noelle is still, like, one of my best characters in the game. Now, I don't think my Mona would stand a chance in the Abyss, but I mean, she still can get the job done. And that's why, like, when I was seeing some people saying that Navi was going to be a Noelle killer, I was like, well, I'll be the judge of that. Especially just because Noelle kind of fulfills a certain niche. Yeah, with her burst, I mean, she's meant to buff characters that way. But she herself can actually do a decent amount of damage. At least my Mona can, but yeah. I just ended up building her that way. Oops. And I mean, at least as far as I know, I don't think there's too many other characters who kind of do what Mona does. Well, maybe I'm not thinking about it right, but okay, let's see. So we're gonna try Nemesis of Copolis.
Shadows of fate, written in the stars.
maybe I'm not using her properly, but I mean, she still kind of
Fate is upon you.
gets the job done.
Let us go. Everyone help hands. Sharing my knowledge. Shadows of fate. Written in the stars. Make yourself a ruin. Decided by destiny.
Oh, well. I used it just as they died. Well, no big deal. Okay, that gives me 3. Oh, no, I don't need that. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god, I knew that you told me that you could see when they respawn, but, well, now it's a lot more clear to me now. Like, I can actually check how long it takes. Well, I can check it, and it makes sense to me now. They really did add some quality of life stuff here, not gonna lie. Let me just see, how much does she need again? Okay, yeah, probably 3, so 5 more, depending what the luck of the draw is. At least 2 more times. At least.
If the
Like I said,
Arataki
it's all
gang
gonna
stirs up any
depend.
trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
I don't pay attention to stuff like this, but
Fate is called
Navia
as
will
such, for it
outshine
cannot
Noelle.
be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can
Yeah, and
only
well, I
be
mean, I'm only
accepted.
going off of, like, what some of the people in the Navia subreddit have been saying. Well, they don't specifically mention Noelle, but everything that they do mention, it sounds like, you know, like, Noelle kind of does that. And I'm kind of here like, does that essentially mean, you know, that Navia would be a Noelle killer in that sense? Even if she is, I mean, I don't think I'll ever truly abandon Noelle just because she served me well for so long, and
world around them.
I mean, I put a lot of work into her, I'm still very proud of her, so I'm not gonna just be like, I don't want to play with you anymore, and abandon her forever. Plus, if Navia is like a second Noelle, then if I build her up, then imagine in the Abyss, I'll have 2 of them. So, it's like, yeah, there you have it. Navia and Noelle won't work together, I think. No, they won't. But if I have like an A team and a B team when I go into the Abyss, Navia can do her thing in one side and Noelle can do stuff in the other side. And plus, I mean, it's 2 Geo Claymore users. I wouldn't really see a reason to have 2 of them on the same team like that. Like, I could easily give that slot to somebody else, depending on what team I'm going with. Like, yeah, so there'd be no synergy there,
The criteria
you know.
for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
Of course, the Geo element in itself, there's not much synergy with anything. Commenting with Navia so far is Navia, Zhongli, Zhongling, and Bennett. So, 2 Geos, 2 pyros. And then Bennett, I guess, to heal. Zhongli to be the shielder. Well, I could actually create that team since I do have everybody. The only thing holding me back right now is Zhongling needs to be leveled up and have actual work put into her. And then I need to finish with Bennett's artifacts. Bennett for buff and heal, Zhongling for pyro to crystallize. Yeah, them two can do it together. Yeah, because Zhongling would probably be better as the DPS, or a DPS. Oh, Navia as the main DPS. Okay. Yeah, I did say that, well, looking at the guide and how they kind of go with the meta and everything, Navia has a rating of S as a DPS and A as a sub-DPS. Navia powers up with Crystallize. Okay, so that's what you want to try to do with her. Well, hopefully I can keep that in mind. And I guess I'd probably would just have to get out there and actually, when I put her into practice... Oh wait, you're going this way? Okay, yeah, you're going this way. I'm stuck on this rock. Okay, let's see. Hello?
Let me scry.
Now though, I kind of doubt the mirror even works on them, but it still kind of helps with the hydro a little bit.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Fate is upon you. Let me scry. Everyone hold hands.
Race to the wicked!
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny. I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
Okay. You're dead. Oops. Let's see. What does this give me? Okay, yeah. It gave me 2 there, so... Yeah, it is pretty much luck of the draw there with however much it gives you. Okay, well. Oops. There we go. Plus, I will never get over how beautiful and grumpy and intelligent Mona is. So I will never ever betray her. And what the heck?
Divination is about
She just suddenly wanted to get on top of Mona's head.
Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
Cookie, control yourself. You're no better, or you'd be no better than the people in some of the Mona subreddits I've seen who want to do whatever to her. Yeah, for her ult. Well, I mean, used correctly, obviously, it's very helpful. You know, that's why, well, I mean, even though Mona is in my up slot... AFK, what are you talking about? Even though Mona is in the up slot, in this case... Well, I guess in a sense, I'm relying on D-Luke and
I'll drag every last one of them back
Kuki
to
to
a
kind
counter.
of, you know, do a lot of the heavy lifting in this case, and then Nahida and Mona are kind of there for support.
Astrologers must rid themselves
Otherwise,
of material desires. Only by
I guess
ridding
it's usually
oneself
like
of clutter
Mona,
can one see the true world around
Nahida,
them.
and then Bryden kind of doing the support, and then Noelle kind of doing the thing. Well, I guess I'm not most people then, since I use her for other things. And don't take that out of context. Like, at least in this, or in some of these battles... Oh wait, you don't use her at all. And yet I use her not just for the ult, but also for... Well, kind of for crowd control, and at least, like, peppering a little bit of hydro damage for
Divination
reactions.
is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate
Since,
only
like,
leads to misconception.
She is... Well, she has the most damage out of all the hydro units I have. Like, even more damage than Kokomi and Nilo. Or actually, wait. Okay, no, technically, if we want to get all technical about
Just
it,
let me know if you
Farina
ever
has more
find yourself in a
damage.
pinch. I can help you out.
Or more attack to her, so... But then, I mean, Farina has that little caveat where she does waste you unless you have some sort of healer on your team. You've used her... I actually use her when you fight the metal snake thingy. Like, she's surprisingly very good with that, especially with her little... She can use her little dash to get away from the what do you call it? When it does the thing where it starts to kind of suck you into the ground. Yeah, well, I guess... technically speaking, I guess Farina kind of dethrones Mona in that regard now. Mona is no longer my highest damage or, well, most attack dealing. But, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know Noelle isn't the best, but I mean, she can shield, she can heal, and she can attack. I use her pretty much for like a combination of all three there. Like, especially for her shield. And then pretty much like the fact that she can kind of heal as well as attack. That's kind of like a nice bonus for me, and that's one of the reasons why I like her so much. And I think I've told the story that the only reason The only reason that like, what kind of inspired me to kind of try to get Noelle, like, to build her the way I did, was because in my earlier streams, like, way before you started watching me, somebody made some kind of comment about how Noelle was the worst Geo character ever. And I just, for whatever reason, I just wanted to build her as best as I could, and because I did kind of enjoy using her at the time. But that just kind of convinced me, like, well, now I'm going to try to make her the best that I can, and, well, I sort of did. And yeah, like, Zhongli has the best shield in the game, I know that. So, I guess whoever did manage to get Noelle's shield to be like that, well, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I did enjoy making the best out of her. Noelle has served me pretty good for like 2 years.
Fate is upon you.
Yeah, and so I guess like in this case, when you're using D-Loop to do the damage here, you, like, Mona's kind of using her ult to help with that.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Nahida's kind of doing her support.
Let me scry.
Well, right now we're just kind of grinding for materials for Navia.
Written in the stars.
I don't think we're, like, in a dire need of help. I don't think so. Unless Ice feels otherwise. Oh. Well. Like, yeah, if you feel otherwise, I mean, Kara can help if you like, otherwise... Yeah, I suppose. Okay, then.
Stand with me.
Yeah, I guess for the most part, the dancing couple isn't like the hardest boss. Thankfully. Let me see. Oh wow, that gave me exactly 8 of them. Alright, so if I can get more of the dewdrops, it's fun to almost... It's kind of funny hearing it that way. No, I actually just stick with the North America server. I think I would lose my mind if I were to try to have more than one account to this game. Just because there's already some few other games that I already dedicate myself to. And because I'm slowly becoming a boring adult, like, yeah, I have to be careful with my time. Oh, okay. Oh. I don't know, is it sarcasm? I think it's like some kind of playful sarcasm. I don't know.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only
Or maybe it is just that thrill of how you're just trying to hang on and fight the boss and you're almost dead, but then you don't die. What part is sarcastic? The part where you were saying it's almost fun to die to a boss? Kara's just asking if, or Kara is just saying that it sounded sarcastic, or if it was or wasn't. Yeah, you
Just let
see,
me know
that's
if
what
you ever
I'm
find yourself
thinking
in a
here, like,
pinch.
the thrill of almost dying to a boss, but then you don't.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
Okay, yeah. I kind of figured as much as well, but I guess I can maybe see why it would maybe sound sort of sarcastic, but no, I guess. It's more like, yeah, the thrill of almost dying to a boss, but then not. Grumpy. Oh, okay.
Fate is called as such,
Oh,
for
I
it cannot
see.
be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
And I'm still kind of surprised that this update only took
If
like
the
41
Arataki gang
minutes for
stirs up
me
any
to
trouble,
install.
I'll drag every last one of them back
It
to
must have been a
apologize.
really small update then. There's no new areas to explore. Let's see, you've got your Farina somewhat optimized. Now she hits stuff really hard. Oh wow. You have no idea how long the Aranara quest is, do you?
Scavengers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true
You poor
world around
innocent
them.
soul. I think, and this is me just trying to remember, but I think it took me across like maybe almost 6 streams to finish it. Okay. Let's see, it seems like the main fun of this version is the event with the Kamisato siblings, Farina, Navia, and various actors. Wait, we're gonna have... Okay, well. Yeah, it is incredibly long. So does that mean we get to... Well, I guess that explains why the both of them got rerun. I was wondering about that. Like, if there was any reason why. Well, I guess that's why.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help
Fate
you
is
out.
called as such, for it
Yeah,
cannot
because
be
you have to
changed,
remember that since
nor
I
can it
don't
be
watch
reversed.
the...
It can only but be accepted.
I don't watch the streams very much, if at all. I typically end up being kind of surprised when some of these events come out. Okay, cheers to anyone who can get the event items. Alright. You're pretty excited for the next version because you're sure that's when the Lantern Rite... Yeah, actually... That would be what? 4.4? Update 4.4? I think that would come out close to Chinese New Year anyway, so you might not be too far off. Although I don't know what they're gonna do for this year's Lantern Rite Festival. They didn't give anyone a
Scavengers must
sexy
rid
dress for
themselves
this
of
Lantern
material
Rite.
desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see
We got
the
Yao
true
Yao.
world around them.
Okay. It would be for Lantern Rite and for the new character.
If the
Which-
Arataki gang stirs up any trouble,
Oh.
I'll drag every
Oh,
last
what
one
am I
of them back to
thinking?
apologize.
Cloud Retainer. That's probably when they're gonna introduce her. Well, she's not playable yet. Let's see, another... Oh, that's right, you can't say dame on here. Dames. Mona is quite the dame, don't you think? Yeah, I don't know. Although right now I've just been seeing... Well, I've seen a little bit. Let me see, at the very least, going to be at least Dame, what? Let me see. She will be in 4.4. It makes... Yeah, you see, it does make sense. Like, it works out perfectly. Lantern, right? Liwe. And... Well, oh, what am I saying? Last year's Lantern Rite was when we first saw that human version of Cloud Retainer. And we saw the whole thing with Madame Ping and Guizhong. Okay, so we did get more than just Yao Yao. What am I saying? We did get more than Yao Yao and that picture of Jean looking
Just let me know if you ever
at
find yourself
somebody
in a pinch.
seductively.
I can help you out.
Now, I still remember when I first saw that, I'm like, I'm sorry, why is Jean looking at her like that? And yes, apparently dame is a bad word. I don't know why. Yeah, because I mean, well, of course we're talking like the 1920s, 1930s, when guys would refer to women as dames. Guess it was foretold, yes. Yeah? They drip market 2 characters the other day. Oh, that's right. Are you talking about Ga Ming? Who a lot of people say is gaming? I saw him. Okay. But, well, was there someone else besides Ga Ming and Human Cloud Retainer?
Such, for it cannot be changed.
It is
Nor
how
can it be
you
reversed.
said, by the way.
It can only but be accepted.
Yeah, Ga Ming. Because when I saw that, I'm here like, wait, his name is Gaming? But then I saw not a YouTube comment. It was on a Facebook page, and somebody was breaking down how you're supposed to pronounce it. I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. Because I'm here like, yeah, it doesn't make sense to have a character just literally named Gaming.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble,
Yeah.
I'll drag every last one.
And I
of them
imagine
back
that's
to
going to get
apologize.
very annoying once he's officially released. And we get to see what he's like. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I believe those artists were kind of having fun with Human Cloud Retainer's design long before she was revealed. Like, the moment they saw her in that Lantern Rite Festival event, a lot of people started drawing her, and I am pretty sure that those other kinds of drawings were not too far off. I didn't go looking for them because, I mean, I was pretty sure, yeah, if you exist, or if a character exists, then that artwork will too. Let's see, I will say the sentiment of having to face strong opponents, but I've reached a point where I'm so strong or the difficulty is absurd and not worth it. Really?
Astrologers must rid themselves of...
Well, oh, I'm sorry, I shoved you. I did not mean to shove you. If you had a bowl cut or that eyebrow thing going on for you, I probably would have shoved you.
Delve into destiny.
Would my... Well, I don't know.
Decided by destiny.
Oh, you're talking in terms of too strong, some event, difficulty, or just excessive. Oh.
Let me scribe. Make yourself a move. Fate is upon you. Delve into destiny.
Oh, gotta get out of the way.
Shadows of fate, written in the stars. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Let me scry.
Okay, let's see. 2 more. Who would go to, or what? Hold on, let me... You learned some fun facts about Gaming, though. Really? Okay, I don't know anything about him, so... I'd be glad to learn more about him. Or let me see. Who would you use to go against the boss your AR, or you are fighting right now? I'd probably... Well, I might stick with Mona, only because, well, Farina has the potential of wasting you unless you're paying attention to having a healer on your team, even though... I mean, Cookie's here, but I don't know, so...
The criteria for
You know,
certificate
something like
exams
that.
are
I mean,
straightforward enough.
maybe
What it
for
really
lulz
comes
I
down
can
to
try
is whether you
her.
are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
But yeah, I guess in the sense... Unless I do have somebody in my team, how are her talents? Oh, that's... Okay, well, I guess maybe next time around we can see about the narwhal. Because, yeah, you just reminded me, it's the new week, so we could go fight the narwhal. But I'm not gonna have enough resin. Oh wait, what am I doing? These are her talents right now. 7, 7, 8. If you mean Mona's talents, hers are also
Tea parties
7,
are
7,
a must
8.
for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper
I did not
etiquette,
realize I did
I'd
that
be
for
happy
both of
to
them.
teach you.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
Let's see, Gaming is the Kanatese spelling of his name. And due to that spelling, let's see, you haven't gone beyond level 6 for her basic attack,
Boring.
but crowned the
Isn't
other
there
2.
anything else more interesting to do?
To have a 55, 145 Mona, I don't know what those numbers mean. So I can't really say if that's okay or not. Also, do not ask me or to rate builds or whatever,
If the
because
Arataki
I
gang
don't know
stirs up
anything
any
about
trouble,
that.
I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Let me see here. Like, him liking dim sum, he has references from, like Yelan has. Let's see. I would probably accidentally waste the boss go to see how it goes for me out of curiosity.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Let's see here. 55 crit rate, 145 crit damage. Okay, yeah, you see. Dim sum is food, by the way. Okay, I did not know that. Looks fine to me. Yeah, you see, like... if you ask me to rate your build, I'll probably be like, yes, this looks nice. Yes. Since I literally know nothing about how to build anybody. The only character that I know anything about how to build is Noelle. You can ask me about building Noelle, I'll probably be able to answer your question, but anybody else, like, I'll have no idea. Let me see, well...
Tea parties are a must for the
Oh, well, let me see, crit rate and crit damage. Yours is already better than mine in that aspect. See? So... But, I mean, I don't really Like, I guess it's not that bad, but I don't know. Let me see here. It's steamed buns that have meat in it. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think that I think I've had something like that before. It obviously wouldn't be dim sum, but
The
I'm just trying to
criteria
think,
for
like, where have I
certificate
seen
exams are
that?
straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time.
And yeah, like,
If you
I
study
mean,
in
for the
practice,
most part,
then it's
unless
really
I
not
feel
all that
like
difficult.
I know for sure I need to fix some stats of the character, then yeah, I'm pretty much like, yeah, if it works for me, I'll just keep using it. Otherwise, yeah, if it doesn't work, then I have to fix it. Like how last stream we were trying to fix my Alhaitham,
Boring.
but it seems that he's
Anything
destined
else
to
more
just
interesting to do?
have more defense on him instead of crit rate.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch.
Oh, okay, be
I
right
can
back.
help you out.
Alright. Well, that does give me some time to look over a few things. Oh yeah, and well, she's at level 80 now, but I still need to max out her weapon and her artifacts. At least the sword kind of matches her a little bit, and oh, I don't have anything. That's nice. Well, I already said that she's not going to be usable for a while, so... You did get your Farina to 71 crit rate and 215 crit damage. Jeez. I don't have a feather still. Although then again... Let me see here. I find it respectable that you level up your characters, then letting them collect dust in the character.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble,
Well,
I'll drag every last one of them back to a point.
unless you're Chongyun, then yeah, pretty much. I mean, I at least try to level them up and see if I can try to get to use them, but like the starter trio, I haven't really done anything with them. Like, look at the artifacts that I have on Lisa. These are terrible. I don't even know what they do. I just put them on there for the hell of it. Same thing with Amber.
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward
And
enough.
Kaya.
What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put
I
in the
turned
time.
him into a gambling man because I didn't know what else to do with
It's really
them.
not all that difficult.
Yeah, you see. And yeah, Chongyun literally gets no love. The only thing I love about Chongyun is his smoking hot aunt. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, yes, I do try to put some amount of work into them. But yeah, well, obviously, except for Chongyun, for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why I've ignored him. Stupid sexy Shenhe.
Boring.
Okay, you're back.
Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Okay, sorry, I was just complaining about how Shenhe is just stupidly sexy that it bothers me. Well, it doesn't really bother me, I'm just here like, yeah. Like, why are you so damn hot? Imagine you just went up to a person and did that to them. You just go up and be like, why are you so damn hot? Like, God, can you stop being so hot already? You're making my hormones go crazy every time I see you. And Kuki was flying into the floor. Yeah, Kara definitely has a lot of patience and luck. And perseverance, I should add. Like, I don't think I'd be able to dedicate myself as much. Because I'd get impatient too fast. Alright, let's see. How will Farina do? Yoo-hoo! Okay, yep, now you gotta make sure that Cookie keeps us all alive. Otherwise, Farina's gonna waste all of us. You know, we're getting this fight done faster. Oh, I brought them out here when we didn't need to bring them out here. You got an I did too! I didn't get to see what the achievement was, but I got it. I'll have to see what it said. It's because I'm here like, yeah. It's because of, oh, I see. Respectable perseverance and patience, yep. Let's see, yeah, it's a good thing I'm not there. There would be 0 intensity, my Serena would have soloed the boss, and mine's at a higher level than your... Wait, how is yours at a higher level than mine? Mine's at level 90! Can you go higher than 90? Well, I mean, in terms of the... Oh, world level 8. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Wow, that's kind of unfair. Well, not in the sense that you got to that point. I mean, good job on getting to that point. I'm just here like, a level 93 boss? Like, what? Who would you rather have, Barbara or Kuki? To anyone who would like to... Well, Kuki's a sexy ninja girl. With a sexy voice. Barbara's adorable. And she makes me happy whenever I see her. But I don't know. I would kind of want to give Barbara the edge a bit. Especially if you're able to get her to C6. And why are you standing on Farina's head?
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Where was I? Right. At least... Like, if we're talking, like, strictly healing, maybe Barbara. But if I need a little bit of healing and just a little bit of attack, maybe Kuki. Keep in mind, though, mine isn't quite the best build. Of course, neither is my Barbara. But my Barbara is C6, so... she might at least still be useful in that aspect. See, I pulled on the Kuki banner, or the banner Kuki first appeared, you just got Kuki, and I think that tells you what my interests are. No, I agree with you. Like, I mean, I still like her. Like, I do actually have the bootleg plush for Kuki, because I just really love her design, her character. Ha! We see your beautiful face! Oh, and another thing is, with the plush, she also has a removable mask. So you can also see her beautiful face on the plush, too! And her beautiful face with the plush, she's very grumpy.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me
Yeah, like,
so
I mean,
much?
if I'm just basing it off of character and design, I would probably give it to Kuki. And maybe utility. But if I am just using, like, strictly healing and nothing else, probably Barbara. Like, Barbara is adorable, but she is sexy. Plus, she also has a very attractive voice. Although not as attractive as Yelan. Or Mona. Or whoever else I said has an attractive voice. Oh, well, technically Focalors has an ultra-sexy voice. But we'll never get to hear that ultra-sexy voice ever again. Not unless they were to ever give Farina a Focalor skin and they have Amberly Connors just do that sexy voice one more time and... oh boy. Like, I would love to hear her do that voice more. Not that there's anything wrong with Farina's voice. I mean, her voice is very cute, but... seriously, Focalor's voice is like... oh boy, just please keep on talking forever and just never stop. No, they do have the same VA. They're both voiced by Amberly Connors. But I'm just saying, she sounds like super sexy when she's doing Focalor's voice.
The criteria for certificate
You got her
exams
on
are straightforward
17
enough.
pity with a 50-50
What it really
win.
comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice...
Let me see.
then
Out
it's
of my
really not that
112
difficult.
wishes, I only used 40 of them. And... wait, they are? Hold on. Laura... oh my god, they are!
Parties are a must for the well-mannered.
It's Laura
If
Stahl
you'd
for
like to
both
learn
of
the
them.
proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach
That's
you.
crazy. I did not realize it. Well, I guess that explains a lot. But where was
If the
I?
Arataki gang stirs up any
Right, so I
trouble,
guess
I'll
since
drag
I only
every
used
last
40 of
one
my
them back to
wishes,
apologize.
I was right to say that I probably went in to this with at least 40 pity. Because of the 10 wishes that I used to get Charlotte, and then the 30, possibly 40 wishes I used to get Kirara. Yeah, definitely, like, see, like, I seriously did not know.
Being too popular.
Like, the different
can be
range
such a
there.
hassle. Who knew the people would
And the
adore
only
me
reason,
so
like,
much?
I knew with Amberly Connors is, well, I've heard her in Attack on
The
Titan
criteria
as
for
Pig,
certificate exams are straightforward
and
enough.
the
What it
voice
really
that she has
comes
for
down
Pig
to
is kind of
whether you are
similar
willing
to
to
the
put in the
voice
time.
for Focalors.
If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
So, going into this hearing Farina for the first time, I was like, wow, she has a lot of range to her. Because, like, I could kind of hear hints of Amberly Connors' voice in there,
Tea
but
parties are a
given, like,
must for
the
well-mannered.
cadence and the
If you'd like to learn the
pitch,
proper etiquette, I'd be happy
it sounds
to
a lot
teach you.
different. Like, her voice is a little higher pitched and kind of cute sounding. Versus Focalor's voice, which is a lot deeper, a lot slower, a lot smoother, and hell of a lot more sultry, and I wish... like, goddamn, seriously. If they could bring back Focalors, just so I could hear her voice again, I would love that. Well, back off. She's woman of my dreams number 4. Okay, no. Nah, well, I guess I'd have a ton of people to fight for her then. But I'm not going to do that. Now, Arnold, however, he will forever be my enemy. If he ever comes back for another summer event, I will make sure that I fight him to the death. Because he is forever my sworn enemy. In fact, the only reason I even remember his name is because he is my sworn enemy. Some bird statue from one of the past summer events who was hitting up on Mona and being so desperate and pathetic, and I'm
The
like,
more data samples, the better.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
yeah, I was here like,
Who knew
get away
that
from
people would
Mona, you are my
annoy me so
enemy.
much?
I will destroy you. And I even did try to destroy him at least 3 different times. Like, if you want to know what I'm talking about, if you go through my channel and look for the streams that are marked Golden Apple Archipelago or something like that, you'll find him. He's somewhere in those streams. He's also featured in anime. Oh. Arnold was in an anime.
The more data samples, the better.
Well, anyway. His VA. Oh. I only know his VA as Arnold and the new voice of Mario. I haven't heard him as Mario, though. I know that he's in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But since I don't have that game, and I haven't played it or looked at anything about it, I can't really critique his voice as Arnold or give any feedback or thoughts on it.
Out of my way! Commit it to memory! Make yourself a move!
Break form!
Let the world collide!
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as a voice actor, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was in an anime, but I thought I heard that he was, like, brand new at this, and oh god, Karina's almost dead. No, she is dead. Look at me, I'm burning!
The Temple of Wisdom!
Okay, Karina is dead. Must use the radish. Oh, hello there. I saw you, but... No, Karina! Ugh, god, no, 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 no. Get... Well, we're in a bad spot. Okay. Yep, since you... Well, both of you are almost dead. Wait, what was she saying?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn...
Yeah, like, I think, like, if you listen to that voice line there is kind of a little sultriness to her voice. But her voice just oozes more sultriness when she's Focalor. You got just... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. But, yeah, that's... Apparently the same guy who voices Mario now also voiced Arnold. Apparently he's kind of brand new at this.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Really? Are they hating him? What are they saying about him? I don't know if they're just... Maybe they're all just upset that it's not Charles anymore. So they're just giving him a hard time. Like I said, since I haven't heard him as Mario, I can't really say anything. But I mean, I wouldn't go online and be like, ugh, he sucks, I hate him, and he should go suck on a turnip. Like, I'm not gonna go out there and just say that about a person, especially if they're a voice actor. Yeah, you see, I think that's what it really is at the end of the day. And don't mind me, I'm just running around getting this viewpoint, and what the hell? The cat and the fiddle jumped over the moon. What? Yeah, so I mean... Lies! The tower isn't there anymore! I haven't done this world quest. No, I guess I haven't. Ugh, I hate when it... There we go. Yeah, so I mean, Oh my god, it's Puss in Boots! Except he's not voiced by Antonio Banderas. Oh my god, we found him! Hold on. I need the camera. I'm sorry, I need the camera right now. Where's the stupid thing? There's a stupid thing. What do you mean I can't use it in the current state? Okay, there we go. Item deactivate. No, activate it! Why am I doing this? Fine, what if I do use all the trouble that I'm trying to just to get a picture of a cat who looks like Puss in Boots.
Hold that pose.
There we go, finally. I have become Michael Bay. I'm making pictures for a kitten calendar. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. I'll go back to you now. What were we talking about? Oh, right. You were using it wrong. You need the camera, not the lens. Oh, I see. Isn't the lens supposed to be permanent, though? Like, you can actually get it.
Boring.
You have to go to
Isn't there
Fontaine,
anything
but you
else
can
more
still get it, though,
interesting to do?
right? Yeah, so you didn't miss it, you just have to get to Fontaine to get it, which is still going to be a long time. But anyway, yeah, I guess that I mean, there's a lot of pressure. I mean, considering, yeah, that Charles Martinet was the voice of Mario for, well, almost 3 decades. That suddenly you're being brought on as the new guy. I guess there is a lot of people's
Just let me know if you ever
expectations,
find yourself in
right?
a pinch.
Such a hassle.
I can help
Still
you out.
kind of
So many
unfair,
other people
though,
would adore
right?
me so
But
much.
yeah, I don't know. But like I said, since I haven't heard his voice as Mario, I can't give any like feedback or any opinions on it. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. I would too. Life is not woohoo. Yeah, I mean,
Tea
he's like
parties are a
67
must For the
now.
well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette,
Although
I'd be
some
happy
people
to
would
teach you.
argue that there are voice actors like Peter Cullen who are like into their 80s and they're still voicing some of their iconic characters. Especially since like recently Peter Cullen got a Lifetime Achievement Award with the Children's Emmys for his work in voice acting for so long. Also, it's not like... yeah, he's still around. He's going to be the Mario ambassador. Whatever that means. He probably engages with fans if he meets them, and he's a higher Nintendo position. Okay.
If the
Is that what the
Arataki
Mario
gang stirs up
ambassador
any trouble,
does?
I'll
'Cause
drag every last one of them back to a
they
pile.
said that he was going to become the Mario ambassador, but they didn't say, like, what does that mean? I guess it means that he would have more time to dedicate towards interacting with fans then?
Boring.
Yeah, see, I don't know
Isn't there
either,
anything
but
else more interesting to
at
do?
least that makes some bit of sense, like, if maybe that's what he does as a Mario ambassador. Yeah, you're right. Like, Peter Cullen has said that, I mean, he loves being the voice of Optimus Prime. And, like, he would still want to keep doing it for as long as he can. Which is why it also kind of hurt him inside when, like... well, for the Bumblebee movie, they kind of wasted Optimus Prime a bit. Like, he felt like his performance in that was very phoned in.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn
And
the
then there's
proper
also the
etiquette, I'd be happy to
travesty that is the Netflix War for Cybertron series, where they did not bring in Optimus Prime's voice actor, well, as Peter Cullen. Instead, they brought in some guy who made Optimus sound like some kind of
Just let me know if
whiny
you ever find
jerk
yourself in a pinch. I can
who
help you out.
doesn't listen to his girlfriend, even though she's right about everything. And then he lets her die in an explosion, and it's his fault. Clearly it's his fault. He should have listened to her, but he didn't. Seriously, that show was just so poorly written, and the voice acting did not help. Like, at one point, he makes Optimus be like, "We are not the Decepticons!" Versus some guy who was doing an imitation of Peter Cullen be like, "We are not the Decepticons."
Being too popular can
Like,
be
that's
such
more
a
of an
hassle.
Optimus Prime thing. He doesn't sound like some
People would
whiny
adore
little
me so
you-know-what complaining about, like, you know. But anyway, going back to Charles, it is possible he wanted to retire. I don't know. I mean, obviously Peter Cullen and Charles Martinet are completely different people. They probably want completely different things out of life, so
The criteria for
like,
certificate exams are straightforward
I guess
enough.
Peter
What
is
it really
completely
comes down
fine
to
with
is whether you are willing
being
to
the
put in
voice
the
of
time.
Optimus Prime
If
for
you
as long
study
as
and practice,
possible.
then it's really not all that
Charles, maybe not so much. The same thing with Mario. So he just wanted to step down. But yeah, well, I mean, I'm not the only one who complains about the War for Cybertron series. They did. Because, like, Frank Welker, the original voice of Megatron, and Peter Cullen, they even basically said how those people did not want to bring them on because they were unionized voice actors. So they went with those cheaper voice actors to save themselves some money. And as a result, a lot of us fans do not like how Optimus and Megatron are in that series. People make fun of the voice of Megatron a lot because he talks so slow.
Isn't there anything else more interesting
Like,
to
it
do?
takes him like 5 minutes just to get out a complete sentence. And then Optimus just sounds so stupid and whiny. Like, he doesn't sound like a leader, he just sounds like some snot-nosed punk sometimes. And don't even get me started on what happened when they brought in Beast, Megatron, and Optimus Primal. aka the two incarnations of Optimus and Megatron I grew up with and have very fond memories of, and like, I was here like, if you screw up these characters, I will be angry at you forever. And then they did screw up those characters. So can you guess what happened? Yeah, well, I mean, by that point, I don't have Netflix anymore, so I just caught, like, some kind of clips of the show. And I was just kind of here constantly like, what have you done to them? Like, okay, sure, yeah, you don't bring in Gary Chalk or David Kay, but at least show them some kind of respect. The Mario movie they made, they messed up a few of the characters. I mean, is the Netflix... honestly,
Just
I
let
would...
me know if you ever
I
find
don't think I
yourself
should even
in
go
pain.
into the Netflix issue of things, but...
Who knew
See,
the
they made
people would adore
they
me
made
so
Bowser
much?
rude and mean when he isn't like that at all. Yeah, like, Bowser's kind of a goof sometimes. I mean, he's a bad guy, but... I don't know. Although I do have to say that Jack Black voicing him sounded pretty on point, though. The character... especially, though... it could kind of use some work, I admit.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them.
He's a
back
bad
to
guy who
hell.
cares about his
Boring.
minions.
Isn't there
Yeah.
anything else more interesting to do?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand that. Like, he's a bad guy, but he's not, like, completely, like, pure evil. Unlike, like, maybe Ganondorf, who will he will straight up betray you if it's to, like, if it's a means to an end. Like, he does not care who he steps on. Bowser, I mean, not so much. Like, yeah, he's a bad guy who cares about his minions. He's not, like, completely 100% evil.
Being too
And I know there
popular
were a
can
lot
be
of people
such
who
a
had
hassle.
things to say about
Who
how
knew the people
Princess
would
Peach was
adore me so
portrayed.
much?
But I will not get into that.
Just let me know
And
if you
yeah,
ever
like,
find yourself in
he's
a
teamed
pinch.
up with Mario
help
on
you
a
out.
few occasions, like in the original Super Mario RPG, as well as Super Paper Mario, just to name a few games off the top of my head. Yeah, I've heard, like, some kind of mixed things on Peach. That's why I kind of, like, at least just for the sake of this stream, I wouldn't really want to go into it that much. like on the one hand, like yeah, I can kind of like I can get behind Princess Peach, who does seem like, you know, like she's kind of owning up to things.
Certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down
like
to
she
is
can
whether
fight.
you are willing to put in the time.
Boring.
If you study and practice,
But then
then
there
it's
are
really
just
not all that
people who are
difficult.
kind of here, like, thinking that they might be overdoing it, and, well, I can't quite see that yet. Like, unless someone, like, points it out to me, well, even then I'd have to see, like, concrete examples, like, okay, yeah, maybe they're moving her too far a certain way, I don't know. Yeah, and well, I don't know if anyone's gonna make fun of me for this, but I do have an original cartridge of Super Princess Peach. My mother kind of thought it was weird that I wanted that game, but I got it anyway. I have not completed the game, but I have it. But yeah, she's also in Super Paper Mario as well, and she's pretty good. And she's actually pretty, like, she's an important character in, like, Super Mario 3D World as well.
Can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore
Like,
me
at
so
least
much?
in some of the more recent games, she's becoming a lot more active. Like, she's not so much the damsel in distress or the human plot point or
If
human
the
plot
Arataki gang
device that
stirs
she
up any
was.
trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Oh. Well, I got it, even though my mom thought it was weird that I wanted the game. And I mean, there is that new Princess Peach game that comes out next year. I kind of wonder what that one is going to be like. And, well, Ice was talking about how Peach was in the movie. But I guess I'm kind of talking about, like, kind of a bit of both, like how she is in the movie, but also in the games as well, especially the modern games, as opposed to like some of the older ones where she was just the damsel in distress that had to be rescued
The
all the
criteria
time.
for certificate exams are straightforward enough.
Yeah,
What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time.
like I don't know when I'll
If
get
you
that
study and
new
practice,
Princess
then it's
Peach
really
game,
not all that
but
difficult.
well, I mean, well, considering my mother isn't exactly around to question my choice in gaming, and, well, my father is, and he would probably get angry at me for buying a girl game, but, well, I don't care! I can buy the game however I want, whenever I want now.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
So I guess that's how she kind of won you over. But yeah, like, I guess what I'm just kind of saying is, at least more recently, there have been, like, some mixed opinions on, like, how Peach is, but I guess maybe once people saw the movie, that's when I started seeing these discussions more. And that's kind of here, or why I was sort of here, like, I don't want to open up the can of worms, but... And let's see, that she was always supposed to be a strong character who can fight. Yeah, although... You did not really get
If the
that
Arataki
too
gang
much
stirs up any
from
trouble, I'll
the
drag
older
every
games.
last one of them back to apologize.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Which is kind of... Well... You know... It kind of contradicts that idea that she's a strong character who can fight. Well, they're kind of doing that now with modern games by having her be playable and more active. Like, yeah, how I mentioned She's had roles in like some of the platformer games, like 3D World. And well, now it looks like they're finally giving her another
Tea parties
game with
are
her
a
in the
must for the
spotlight.
well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach
It only
you.
took them like, oh god, the Super Princess Peach came out in 2005, didn't it? That was almost 20 years ago. God. And yeah, she's in, well, I mean, you know what I mean though, right? Where at least like she's getting,
The criteria for certificate exams are
well, I guess
straightforward
a lot
enough.
of people,
What
or a
it
lot
really
of characters
comes
were
down to
playable
is
in
whether you
Mario
are willing to put in the
Kart,
time.
but
If you study and practice,
they
then
weren't
it's
really
not all that difficult.
shown like demonstrating like in the main series Mario games. Like even if you think of the the new Super Mario Brother games, she was always being kidnapped. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that's kind of what I mean, like I guess I shouldn't say that the spin-offs don't count, but I mean, in those sorts of games, it's kind of like, it's just a fun party game where you just get to play as some of the different characters. Like,
Boring.
she's playable in the Mario Party games
Anything
too.
else more interesting to do?
But I was talking more like with the main series Mario games, like the platformers, the 2D platformers, the 2.5D platformers, the 3D ones like Mario Odyssey. Like, well, Odyssey being like the most recent one, and then, well, no, what am I saying? Mario Wonder is the most recent one. Let's see, I got this knockoff Peach Plus, and
Being too popular.
I
can
actually
be
have
such a
two
hassle.
knockoff Peach
Who knew the
plushes.
people would adore me so much?
And again, my mother questioned why I wanted the princess as a doll, but, well, it's the completionist in me. I also got a knockoff of Princess Daisy because I
Just
love
let me know
Princess
if you ever find
Daisy.
yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
And I also have a knockoff Rosalina and the official Rosalina. Because the knockoff Rosalina kind of looks creepy. But yeah, so...
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
But yeah, I'm just kind of here like, don't let Nintendo hear that they don't like it for some reason. Oh, great. Well, hopefully
The criteria for certificate
don't take that.
exams are straightforward enough.
hopefully
What it
the
really
Nintendo
comes down to
ninjas don't
is
come
whether you
after
are willing
me
to put in the time. If you study and practice, then
if
it's
I
really
think
not
about
all
what
that
Etika
difficult.
used to say. Well, I mean, the bootleg Rosalina didn't look very good. Like, bootleg Rosalina doesn't even have a nose. And the dress is like the wrong color and
Being too popular
junk.
can be such a hassle.
I still have the plush
Who knew
though,
the people
because,
would
well,
adore me so much?
let's see, what are the chances 3 people are... Yeah, well, I'm talking about, like, later on, you know. If they watch it later on.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag
Yes,
every
hello,
last
Mr.
one of you
Nintendo
back
from
to
China?
our
My son is playing the game with the sexy mustache man! He's too sexy, and I won't have it! Gomenasai. What's that? You're gonna make him more sexy? Okay, no. I would like to imagine that's not a complaint that an actual parent would have about a Nintendo game.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
Just calling them up and be like, "Hello, Mr. Nintendo!
So much.
My son is playing the game with the sexy mustache game, and I won't have it!" Yeah, because I'm just still here like, damn, that game came out 20 years ago.
I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Oh, I like how that implies only the mustache is attractive. I don't know. I guess maybe some people are into the mustache. Yeah. Okay. I don't even want to imagine how cursed Mario without his mustache would look.
Else more interesting to do?
They recently did this thing where they had Eggman without his mustache, and I was just like, why would you do that? I mean, okay, I know why they would do that, but still, I'm just here like, it doesn't look right. Like, Eggman without his mustache just does not look right. I've seen an edit of a... Oh my... You see? That's what I'm saying, like, if Mario or Luigi were to shave their mustaches, it would probably not look right. It probably would look... Well, if it does look scary, like, yeah, I'm just here like...
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward.
And keep in
enough.
mind,
What it
Sega
really comes down to
officially...
is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study
Like,
and
on
practice,
Sega's
then it's really
actual
not all that
Twitter, or what used to be called Twitter, their profile on there, they put up an actual picture of Robotnik Eggman without his mustache. So it's official. Nintendo thankfully hasn't done that. But yeah, it's like they would look unrecognizable. Like when I saw Eggman without the mustache, I didn't recognize him either.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Yeah, it just looks
If you'd
so
like to learn
unsettling.
proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
I never realized how happy she is when she's eating that cake. Imagine, what if I... Oh wait, didn't you say that if I were to take a picture of Kookie's beautiful face, she would kill me? Yeah, the Mario sidetrack talk. Well, it's fun to talk about those games sometimes. I've been tempted to try to play some kind of Mario game for a while, but I don't know. The closest that I might come is if I am able to get the Thousand Year Door remake and just play it from whatever memories I have of the game and pray that nobody comes to the stream and tells me I suck because I can't super guard or
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble,
anything
I'll drag every
right.
last one of them back to apologize.
Of course, then again, a lot of popular Paper Mario players on YouTube will probably be getting the remake and be playing it, so maybe I don't have to worry. They probably won't even know I exist. Oh, okay.
Being too popular can be
I'm
such
tempted
a
to try to
hassle.
get the remake
Who knew the people would adore
as
me
well.
so much?
I technically have the original on the SNES Classic, but I haven't actually gone through it myself. I've just watched Nintendo Capri Sun and Slim Kirby play through the game. But this was like, I want to say like maybe 10 years ago. Yeah, like I think this was back in 2013 is when they were Let's Playing the game, and yeah, I'm kind of sad that Super Mario Wonder and Mario RPG Remake didn't go on sale at all. But then again, a lot of first-party Nintendo games don't go on sale that often. I was able to get Breath of the Wild on sale at least, but... or, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom on sale. But
Criteria
otherwise...
for certificate exams are straightforward enough.
yeah,
What it
it's
really
kind
comes
of...
down to is whether you are willing to put in the
I was able to
time.
get
Isn't there anything
Tears of the
else in that
Kingdom
list?
Then it's
and
really not all that difficult.
the Pikmin 1 and 2 release, and Pikmin 4 on the Switch on sale. And even then, like, it wasn't like a super huge discount, but I mean, you take what you can get. If it's a sale and you're able to save some bit of money, I say, you know, why not? Like how I was able to save some money on a few PS5 games. Specifically, like the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core remake, Final Fantasy 16,
Being too popular
and
can be such a hassle.
Jedi
Who knew the
Survival,
people would adore me so
or Jedi
much?
Survivor, whatever the... I don't even remember what it is. And yeah, the discount, you know, at least it's something. But yeah, so that's why, I mean, well, I mean, especially considering how damn expensive games are getting, especially for PS5, yeah. I mean, I'll definitely take whatever discounts I can get. But yeah, because of that, I guess I'm still kind of biding my time with Wonder and the remake for Mario RPG. Not to mention, I want to see if I can get TTYD remake like as close to
Isn't there
the day of
anything
release
else
as I
more
can.
interesting to do?
So that kind of took priority, at least in terms of like, yeah, I want to get this game as soon as I can. And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is also coming out in February, so...
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
See what I mean? It's like, eventually it's like, God. You know. But yeah, I don't know if you remember the SNES Classic. That mini Super Nintendo console thing that has like 21 pre-installed games on it. The original Mario RPG is on that. I have it there.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
So I mean,
Who
at
knew the
least
people
I
would
have the
adore me
game.
so much?
I just haven't actually like gone through it myself on the SNES Classic. Yeah. So who knows, like, maybe I can try to stream the TTYD remake and just maybe see, like, you know, how much I can get through the game through muscle memory. Let's see, I think, like, there was a Wii shop, and you could! That was the Virtual Console, and I loved it, and then Nintendo decided, nope, we don't want that.
The criteria for
In
certificate
fact, I
exams
think
are
the
straightforward
Wii
enough.
Virtual
really
Console
comes
worked
down
out a
to
lot
is
better
whether
than
you
the
are willing
Wii
to
U
put in the
Virtual
time.
Console.
If you study and practice,
Especially
then it's
just
really
because
not
you
all that
had a
difficult.
lot of different games on there, more of a selection. And I do think that Mario RPG was on there, as well as the original Smash Brothers, Mario 64, Mario Kart 64,
Boring.
Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
Interesting to do.
Like, a lot of great things on there that I regret not being able to get in time. I was at least able to get some games like Mario 64, Majora's Mask. Oh right, and the original Paper Mario was on there too. As well as the original Harvest Moon, which I got that, at least. The Mario All-Stars,
If
yeah.
the Arataki gang stirs
I
up
got
any
that
trouble,
one too.
I'll drag every last one of them
Even
back
though
to
apparently it's technically a port of the
Being too popular
European
can be such a
games, and
hassle.
they don't control
Who knew
all that
the
well.
people
But
would adore me so much?
yeah, that's kind of the thing that I've heard. Like, especially with from what I've heard, Mario Sunshine really suffered a lot. Like, that game is specifically meant for the analog triggers and all that on the original GameCube controller, not the digital triggers that are on the Switch's controllers. So, like, using Flood in Mario Sunshine
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch.
Isn't
Yeah.
there
I can
anything
help you
else
out.
more
Well-
interesting to do?
It might sound a bit blasphemous coming from me, but the controls in the original Mario Sunshine weren't the greatest either. And I speak as somebody who owns the original Mario Sunshine on GameCube. I got kind of frustrated with that game as well, and I did eventually stop. And that friend of mine that I used to know, the one who used to make fun of me for being a lazy fat ass who was dumb and stupid, that guy, I actually got his game data. Like, I helped him with some stuff in Smash Bros. Melee, and
Being too
he helped me
popular
with some
can be
stuff
such a
with
hassle. Who
Mario
knew the
Sunshine,
people would
and
adore me so
like
much?
we kind of like traded data between memory cards and whatever. Anyway, well, I got his save data for Mario Sunshine, so I mean, I technically have all of that unlocked
If the Arataki
from
gang
him.
stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to
And
apologize.
between both of us working together, we were able to unlock almost everything in Smash Bros. Melee. But yeah, it's actually slightly better with the original controller, especially because you are able to use Flood the way you're intended to with the GameCube controller. The way that the Switch's controllers are built, I can't really, like... Well, number one, like, I'm not a technology expert, and number two, I don't know if anyone would understand anything I'm saying, even if I was, but... The back triggers on the original GameCube, the analog back triggers,
The
they
criteria
work
for
in such a
certificate
way
exams are
where
straightforward enough.
it reacts
What it
to
really
like
comes
how
down to
much
is
you
whether
press
you are willing
on
to put in
them.
the time.
Like if you give it a
study
light
and
tap
practice,
or a
then
hard
it's
tap.
really not all that difficult.
The Switch's controllers are digital. They don't do that. Even if you give it a light or a hard tap, it doesn't matter. It can't distinguish that. So, like, certain aspects of Flood are kind of lost in that. And I have heard of a lot of people kind of complaining about that. I also heard a lot of people complain about how originally, if you had the... Como se dice? The GameCube adapter, The one that mostly everybody
If the
bought for
Arataki
Smash
gang stirs up any
Brothers.
trouble, I'll drag
Like,
every
you couldn't
last one of
plug
them
in
back
the
to
GameCube
apologize.
controller and use it for that version of Mario Sunshine on the Switch. Like, it wasn't compatible. But I want to say that I think they put a patch out some years back where they fixed it and you could use the GameCube controller, but I might be wrong. So, if that is true, there is a chance that they maybe tried to fix the
Tea
controls.
parties are a must for the well-mannered.
But
You'd like to learn the proper
Culture efforts at
if it's
happy
not
exams are
true, then,
straightforward
well,
enough.
yeah, it
What it
really
really
does
comes
suck.
down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
And I'm not sure if there would have been a way to fix the controls. Like, I don't know how they would have done it. They're I don't know, like, yeah, maybe there could have been a way, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Boring.
I mean, of course, I'm not really,
more interesting to do.
like, I don't really know too much about the hardware aspect of it or the software, so it's kind of hard for me to really, like, say, but I would like to think that maybe there might have been a way. But, well, as it is, these are based on the European ports of the game, so
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last
I don't
one
know.
of them back to apologize.
You made it to the second location? Well, I can say that I lasted a lot longer than that on the GameCube version of Mario Sunshine. But, well, at that point, the main complaints that I would probably have about the original Mario Sunshine would be the controllers, or rather the controls are kind of jank sometimes, and the camera. The camera is like one of the worst things about the original Sunshine.
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
At least in my opinion. But, oh, I don't know. Even though I have the 3D All-Star Collection, the only games I've tried out on it
Just let me know
are
if you ever find yourself in a
Galaxy
pinch. I can
and
help you out.
64. I've kind of been afraid to touch Sunshine just because of what I've heard about the controls and, you know, the whole thing about the analog triggers not being present.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy
Like,
to
I
teach
guess, for me, it just makes it sound like the game is borderline unplayable. So that's one reason why I guess I never touched it. Oh, well. Trust me, well, I didn't expect too much of a fun time in the original Mario Sunshine. But I guess it's just that much worse on the Switch version because the control scheme isn't the best, so
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every
Being
last
too
one of them
popular
back to
can be
apologize.
such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
alright. That thing. It's just as Kara said. I saw your beautiful face. Okay, yeah, it's getting kind of late for me as well. So, take care, and thanks for stopping by. Okay, and then I guess I'll just return to the single player mode, because it doesn't automatically do that for you. Oh. Oh, that's right, I never did any of my... Okay, I guess I'll end this off by... Wow, well... Actually, no, I've ended off the stream sometimes with my commissions. I was gonna say, sometimes I start the streams with my commissions, now I'm ending it. Well, actually, no, sometimes I start and end my streams with the commissions.
I see everything.
There is no escape.
Okay, let me just go get that one in the water there. Emergency. Defeat the Clockwork Mecha. Let's go ahead and do that. Hi, guys.
Hey!
Illusion shattered.
Delve into destiny.
Let me see. I think this is new. Let's see. Oh no, wait, it's not new. I've done something like this before. Yeah, it's basically like Superman 64 here, where you're going through a whole bunch of rings. Yeah, in fact, I've ended like at this stopping point here too. And I guess since there's no, well, to my knowledge, there's no new area, so there's no new oculi to hunt down. Meaning I'm still caught up with everything.
I see everything.
There is no escape.
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, and I guess... Well,
Add Astro.
given how late it is,
Thank you for
I may
Add
just go
Astro.
ahead and call it here. Oh, I see. You can dispatch again. Yeah, that's so weird though. It doesn't even mention Farazan doesn't have a character bonus. Even though she totally used to in the PS4 version. But I don't know. At least at the moment, I'm not planning to go back to my PS4 for that, so I don't know. It's just so weird to me. Then as for this... well... maybe... well, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna start this today, whatever it is. And then I'll maybe just hold off on the test runs for right now.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
Oh, sorry, kitty. Let's see. At least that way I can have that started. And go over here just to have some dishes made. Alright, let me see here. Have some jam made. Oh, Peter Pocket. Okay, and that's that. Oh, wow. Okay, well. Ooh, man. Okay, no, not that. Let's see. Okay, I've cooked 9 dishes, forged 1 item. Okay. At least this one's a little easier to do. Oh. Okay, I guess I... see. Oh, maybe that was it? Yeah, that was it. She asked for Estelle. Let me just go check in with her. Well. Well, at least I can just try to level this up. Okay, then. Oh, wait. Well. Yeah, I mean, at least it kind of matches her color palette a bit.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Okay, then, so I guess that'll probably do it for right now. So, next time, let's see, today's Tuesday. I might see if I can stream Wednesday, I don't know, we'll see. Especially considering my stream schedule has been kind of, sort of, well, you know, it's been a bit sporadic, especially since I didn't get to stream on Sunday like I typically do, mostly because I kind of just decided to dedicate some time to finding the Hydroculi, especially because I didn't know if 4.3 was going to bring in more, and I was like, okay, yeah, I don't want to fall behind, so... Plus, there wasn't really a whole lot to go through anyway. At least outside of, like, maybe some of the character quests or things like that, so... It's kind of whatever, but alright. So, whenever I do stream again, we will see what I end up doing, but... There is a chance it'll probably be just more of me trying to get things for Navia. But we'll see. Anyway, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden in